My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong. And do my best to represent Harlem.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. The fans here in Detroit ready? And the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Detroit looking at who they've got. The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Harris in at the small forward.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay in the game enough to force an extra session.
I mean, boy, they were close, really, right up until the finish line. But I thought they were going to get over the hump, but it was not meant to be.
5 to shoot. And Gobert kicks to Freak, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So it's Detroit now. 17-point lead, their biggest. Jackson dishes to Drummond. He kicks it to Harris. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. Harris has got 6.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson. Hood, the pass to Freak. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Favors with a wide open look, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. And the 3 off target. Jazz trailed by 19. Tries to snap the cold streak, and it's sent back by Drummond. Tolliver down low. Burks covering. Here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
As we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 3rd in second chance points, 4th in rebounding, and they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite, and they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
Jackson has the open look. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Jazz trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Freak, and the three ball is good. Freak gets it to go, and that's not just any basket, folks. Those are his first points here in the NBA. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his team's
A dominating first. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap. Jazz trail by 18. So on the floor for Utah. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Alec Burks is out there with Freak, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. The Jazz with another miss. The Pistons have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Feeds to Harris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gobert. Dishes it to Favors. And that one's good.
really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by the Jazz.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson. Freak kicks to Hayward. The 17-footer. Shot misses. And Detroit the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Freak with it. Trying his luck deep. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Favors. Freak kicks to Burks. Now the pass to Favors. Freak dishes to Gobert. He feeds it to Freak. Fades away. The Jazz with another miss.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Jackson with it. Out defended by Freak. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Utah Jazz, one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
Harris outside.